Look, I'm going to just say straight up, I don't want to do this review. Smackdown sucks. See you guys next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to honor the memory of Marques and I giving an F about Smackdown. I'd like you all to bow your heads in a moment of silence for what was once the greatest show in professional wrestling and now is absolute garbage. Thank you.
Look, I try to come on here week in, week out, have some type of enthusiasm, try to be, chipper, and, keep the show moving forward. Be the nice guy. No. SmackDown sucks. It's really bad. It makes it hard for me to care. It makes me sad. I watch SmackDown and I genuinely just go, why are we doing this week in and week out? It's that bad. That being said, my name is Marcus White. He is Nick Cavalli. We are the Wrevolution Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And I don't care.
Yeah, it's... So...
Happy Singles Awareness Day to everybody out there.
Yes.
And Valentine's Day for
those
of you other losers.
Seriously, happy Valentine's Day to all the couples out there, to all the singles. Keep rocking. So, SmackDown from Vancouver, actually Canada this time.
For the first time in
20 years? 20 years.
You took 20 years off of going to Vancouver?
Yeah, well, it felt like the show took 20 years. Because, my God, it just went on and on and on.
So we open with a moment of bliss.
Do we have to?
And it's Alexa Bliss and her best friend, Nikki Cross. And we find out who Alexa's celebrity crush is. Juicy. We get the line from Nikki Cross, "Don't be naughty."
Don't be naughty. Okay, Nikki.
And we find out that Carmella was apparently best friends with Bayley. I knew they were friends, but best friends.
Best friends.
Yeah, that word was getting tossed around a lot tonight.
Yes, it was.
Bayley comes out, blah, 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 blah.
Carmella,
I'm the role model. You suck. I don't want to be.
We're not friends, and you're a sheep like all these people, and no, Mella is money, and I pitied you since NXT, and well, I don't have to wait till later tonight. Let's do it now. And then she storms out to the ring, and then the match is just now.
This is so painful.
Spoiler alert, this is my match of the night, because every other match is just that bad.
Well, let's first say there's only 3 matches.
Only 3 matches.
In a 2-hour wrestling show.
Yep.
You didn't give us much to pick from.
No. It's like deciding between 3 piles of garbage and just saying, well, I guess this one isn't as stinky. So, congratulations, Bayley and Carmella.
And, of course, the most important thing we learned tonight is the Bayley to Belly is not dead.
Yeah, it's apparently live and kicking, just like Carmella kicked out of that finisher.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want to be here. Can you tell?
Yeah. So Bayley wins using the ropes. Moved like anyone thought Carmella was going to win this match. And then she attacks Carmella after the match. Yay. And then Naomi comes out and they double team Bayley. And yeah, so...
And just so that we don't have to do this in order, because I really don't care, at 2 separate points throughout the night, we get pretty much identical promos from Carmella and Naomi. Almost as if they're scripted and really horribly written, both of which are almost exactly word for word. I deserve a title shot because I deserve a title shot.
Yeah. And Carmella's logic for this was like really poor. Like, well, she cheated, so I demand a rematch. That's not how that works.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
No, you go to the back of the line, Carmella, actually, is how that works.
And then Naomi going, well, Bayley's never beaten me, so...
I mean, at least Naomi, technically, she would be, since Carmella has fallen, she would be the new number one contender. I'm assuming she's got the most momentum of all the women coming up, right? So, she technically, if anyone has the bigger case here, it'd be Naomi. Carmella, you're at the back of the line.
You know what? John Cena's never beaten me, so I'm the number one contender to face him at WrestleMania.
There you go.
I have never lost to Brock Lesnar.
In fact, you're undefeated at WrestleMania.
I am. My WrestleMania streak spans 22 years.
Look at that. Hey, same. Let's go. So, then we get the biggest atrocity of the night. This is a disgrace. Smackdown. King Corbin has been fined and barred from competing this week. That is a disgrace, an atrocity. King Corbin saved that one part of SmackDown last week. He did everyone justice when he attacked that producer guy last week, because dog food needs to be dead and buried. And this is how you treat your king, the savior of SmackDown, by banning him from this week's episode. Do you see how bad SmackDown was this week? It's because King Corbin wasn't there.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely why.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the fact that WWE literally does not even care about SmackDown.
They clearly don't, because they didn't have Corbin.
You know what they need to do? They need to do a draft right after WrestleMania. Don't wait. Just like night after. By the way, we're redrafting the brands. It's lack of talent on SmackDown.
No, it's not even the talent. They need to do a draft of writers, because you have enough talent on SmackDown to where your show should not. There are people that we don't see at all that are on the roster, listed on the site of being on the roster in SmackDown. You don't see them.
You literally have Sheamus and Cesaro on the same show.
Yeah. Fun fact for tonight: one tag team showed up tonight. One tag team. You had a tag team match as your main event. Only one of them was an actual tag team. Of the 3 matches you put on this Friday night, you haven't been to Vancouver in 20 years. It was a sold-out event.
And this is sold out. Too.
This is what you give the great people of Canada. This is what you give us. Like, my God, if you were appearing at Madison Square Garden, it'd be like a mini WrestleMania event.
Yep. You know, Roman Reigns is the big dog. I'm the sad dog. I'm sad, dog. Oh man, this seriously, this was just.
That was about as great as SmackDown was tonight.
Yeah, that joke was better than SmackDown.
It was. It actually got a laugh out of me. It got an emotional reaction from me.
What are those?
WWE doesn't know.
What are those?
Oh wow, showing our age there a little bit, aren't we?
I mean,
rest in peace. Rest in peace, Vine.
Yeah. No, man. We have what was it? What's Quibi?
Quib? I don't even know. I mean,
Quibi,
I don't do the TikToks, so.
Yeah, it's Quibi. Quibi's the new thing. Wasn't that the Super Bowl commercial?
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't they? It was like, oh, you can do up to 15-minute episodes of whatever you want to make. It's gonna be worse than TikTok.
Yes. At least like my pain cuts out after 30 seconds on TikTok. You're gonna make me suffer through 15 minutes. But I mean, I guess I'm used to suffering. I'm used to pain and punishment because I do this every week. So
you watch 2-hour episodes of SmackDown. You might as well go watch some 15-year-old girl decide to, I don't know, like put on a dance routine for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and
because let's be honest, that's all these sites turn into.
And fun fact, just a quick note for you guys: if you're the type of person that you go to, say, your local movie theater, and you decide to put on TikToks. We can see you, and I will ask you to leave.
Yeah, TikToks recorded at the movie theater are the best. So anyways, on to the next thing that happened, which was a match, and it was a not good match.
So it was Sheamus versus 2 local jobbers.
Yeah, Apollo Crews and Shorty G, 2 local jobbers.
Yep, and Sheamus wins, cool, I guess.
You have Apollo effing Crews And he's a jobber.
Chad Gable, at not even 2 years ago, was the most over person in the company. People were comparing him to Kurt Angle.
Yep.
This is a former Olympian. He didn't win a medal, but former Olympian.
Ready, willing, and Gable.
Literally, the comparisons to Kurt Angle are I don't get it. I literally don't understand. And Apollo Crews, literally is like a mini version of Bobby Lashley.
He's more athletic.
I guarantee you, if Apollo was just 3-4 inches taller,
he'd be pushed to the moon.
He'd be like the biggest thing on SmackDown because he's as strong as Bobby, maybe a little bit less strong, with the athleticism of a cruiserweight.
Or if he weighed about 60 pounds more.
Yeah. I don't get how you have not learned what to do with Apollo. How do you look at him and go, I don't know what to do with him? He's athletic, he's strong, he's built. I don't know what to do with Apollo Crews. And then you have fumbled the ball so much on Chad Gable. He is officially at the point where I just go, I don't want to see him on my TV anymore. I don't. I hear the Shorty G theme song. I see that stupid emblem, and I just get off my TV. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, man.
You go wherever Jason Jordan went.
Oof.
I don't care.
I
don't even want to see you on the independent scene. I just don't want to see you anymore. It's that bad. You've tainted Chad Gable for me.
You know what? This whole episode of SmackDown tainted my life. I genuinely... you can tell everybody this. I sent a message to you a half hour before SmackDown went on the air saying, do we really have to do this tonight?
After we got done watching, I was just I don't want to.
Yeah, just go home, Nick. I don't care.
By the way, my response to Nick from that message was 2 weeks, man. We get John Cena in 2 weeks. If there's not something after that, by that point, we're gonna have to have a talk. We're gonna strongly reconsider. You might see a 10-minute little highlight of
Hey, SmackDown existed. Congrats. Good night.
And then we go into our Monday Night Raw review. I don't even know because I can't keep doing this every week.
I don't care.
I don't care. SmackDown is at the point where it's just bad. It's not entertaining. It's killing my love of wrestling.
Bad is an understatement.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to say it every single week until you change my mind. SmackDown is the worst show in professional wrestling. You put zero effort into anything. It's bad. And hearing your cringe theme song, Are You Ready for a Good Time, just makes my ears bleed and it makes me depressed because I think of all the other things that I could be doing on a Friday night instead of watching this trash.
Much less on Valentine's Day.
You've killed my love for wrestling. You did that. The only thing that brings it back to life is Wednesday nights.
Yep.
Even Raw, kind of gives it a post, and then, it's full recharge every Wednesday. Just for you to, smack it over the back of the skull with a shovel and try to bury it 6 feet under. This is what you do to me every week.
Now, this is the thing. You watch our Wednesday videos and you see my level of emotion. How much time throughout this video have I been just sitting here staring at the camera?
Yep.
Because I'm putting in as much effort as WWE puts into SmackDown.
So, the only, redeemable quality that SmackDown has is that it has The Fiend. And I just wish he was on Raw. I really do.
Yeah, you know what? WWE's main roster needs to go down to one show. Eliminate SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Or you do what I've been saying. You move all the top NXT talent to SmackDown, have all the main roster talent out of there, and use NXT as your dev.
But it wouldn't get better, because no matter how much talent you put on SmackDown, it's the creative team.
Well, yeah, no, but then you let Triple H write it.
Well, that'd be the thing. You'd have to let Triple H write it.
Yeah.
Instead of whoever is booking SmackDown. I want to say it's Vince on Zanny's, but like I don't even think Vince McMahon can get that bad.
Nope.
I don't know who is booking SmackDown right now. You had Eric Bischoff and you let go of him. Who did they replace him with?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't care.
Russo. No, Vince Russo at least.
Vince Russo would just be a...
We're gonna have Judy Bagwell in a forklift match. I'm sorry, Vince, we're gonna what?
And again, I will take like whatever Vince is snorting every Monday night before I watch whatever this is. Like this
is like, you know what this is? This is like you talk to your 6-year-old cousin and you're like, what would be your ideal night of SmackDown? And they're like, dog food.
I can't even say that because, like, my nephew Watus, shout out to you, Watus, if you're watching this.
I better be, dude.
I got him into wrestling when he was younger. And even, I mean, I disagree with him on certain things.
Oh, come on, he's a Roman fan.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with him on stuff like he's a huge Roman mark. But, like, for the most part, he knows what he likes in wrestling, and it's pretty much what I like in wrestling. He's got good taste. I mean, it's a family thing. But even he wouldn't be like, I want dog food. Like, when he was younger, he wouldn't have said that. He would have been like, I want, like, a triple threat ladder match or something like that. Like, I don't even think a child could book SmackDown this bad.
Dog food, or the loser gets dog food in their face.
Like,
you know what?
Who are you appealing to, SmackDown?
3 years from now, you look back to try to find the moment that SmackDown died. That was it.
Dog food.
You took SmackDown out to the back, said you're getting a little overweight, and you broke a limb, and you shot it in the back of the head.
I like the rabbits, George.
And then it started squirming.
Oh, gosh.
Trying to get back up, and you shot it in the back of the head again. Right now, what it is, it's taking its fledgling breaths as it bleeds out the thick blue blood that is SmackDown. You shot it twice in the back of the head.
Double tap, yep. So, Hulk
Hogan's on SmackDown, by the way.
Live via satellite. Like, even the legends don't want to be on this show. So they just phone in their performance.
Goldberg's like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out at home with the family tonight. Yep. Why don't you just call me?
And then Hogan's live from like apparently an NWO store. It's like there's
probably
just a bunch
Hogan's basement. Let's be honest.
There's just a bunch of like NWO merch, like kind of like, you know how we've got this guy going around. Imagine this setup, except only
all NWO,
all NWO merch, and it's just like, huh? By the way, the back of his chair said "Boomer." I just want to point that out. I thought that was hilarious.
They're talking about Bray Wyatt and Goldberg. He's like, you gotta. Goldberg's a tough son of a bitch, you know that. I faced Goldberg in my career.
I've been on SmackDown.
I've only been here for a little while, you know.
Wow, no. You know?
Hulk, you've been in the business for almost 40 years.
Yeah. I don't know what this little bit business was.
Bro. Oh my God, why? Well, you know, Goldberg's a tough son of a bitch. I don't know what it's going to take for The Fiend to beat him.
And then the Fiend pops up doing the NWO entrance, which that actually got a chuckle out of me.
And then he
says that he used to take his vitamins and say his prayers, and now he's a champion.
He ripped his hoodie off. And there was still a shirt underneath.
And then he goes on to say, Hogan goes on to say, well, you know, good luck in your match with Goldberg. And Bray Wyatt says, I don't need luck. I have the Fiend. And Hogan, if you're not careful, there's always room on the wall for one more. And he shows a picture of Hulk Hogan with the crossed out eyes and mouth. And then Hogan looking very nervous and like he's about as done with this episode of SmackDown as we are. It's just like, yeah, my 5 minutes is up. You can send the check in the mail. Goodbye, and he gets up and walks out.
So I told Marcus this is very obviously setting up for a Hogan match at WrestleMania where he's going to face John Cena.
I said Hogan Goldberg.
Neither of which
I care. I don't want to see the Fiend Goldberg match. I don't want to see Goldberg wrestle at all. I don't want to see Hogan on my TV.
You know what? There is one Goldberg match I would not hate to see.
Goldberg Taker again, but good.
Well, okay, maybe 2. Goldberg Taker, but good. Maybe 3. Yeah, I'd take Goldberg Cena. That'd be interesting to see. Maybe
be about as good as Cena Brock.
Goldberg Lashley.
It's be the closest thing we get to a Lashley Brock match.
Lesnar, yep.
Yeah. So let me open up my notes here. What part of SmackDown we are? It's all bad. So my notes are just starting to gel together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy
and Cesaro. So they're doing the we're gonna mock Elias thing when Sammy has a ukulele and Cesaro and Cesaro
has a cowbell.
And a drumstick. But Cesaro hitting that cowbell had to be the best part of the night for me. He was getting into it. No sense of rhythm, by the way, at all. In fact, it got to the point where Sammy's just like, hey, much less cowbell.
I need less cowbell.
And the crowd starts chanting, we want cowbell. To which Cesaro goes, okay. Tosses it up. Cesaro's so good, and what are you doing with him?
I'm not even going to recount it. I don't even care. I don't care.
So they attack Elias because he came out, and Braun comes out and saves him, and next!
You know what's funny? Cesaro is so good that next week, instead of being on SmackDown, he is going to be doing meet and greets at the Pistons game.
Yeah.
What? You couldn't have sent somebody from Raw?
I mean, to be fair...
It's a Friday night!
To be fair, Cesaro at a Pistons game is just like being on SmackDown. They're both terrible and no one cares. Detroit basketball.
I miss you, Blake Griffin. I miss you a lot.
I miss you, Chauncey.
Oh, come on now. We can't always recount 04.
If I can recount my memories of the SmackDown good old days, I can do it with the Pistons team.
So, we finally get to the most important part of the night.
The Otis and Mandy date.
You know what? I'm not even gonna sit here and like swerve the viewers. Dolph mother effing Ziggler. I'm coming for you.
You, Dolph Ziggler, you ruined Valentine's Day.
Look,
for me,
for guys like us,
yeah,
Otis was our chance. We were living vicariously through Otis.
You ruined this day for me.
You are the traditional pretty boy prick who takes girls from guys like us.
Ziggler, how could you?
You know what?
You monster.
Dolph, you might have more heat than anybody else in WWE right now.
And Mandy.
It's not her fault.
No, she knew what she was doing.
No, it's not her
Mandy,
fault.
you broke Otis's heart.
No, she just was having a friend sit down until Otis got there. But Dolph, you son of a bitch.
I can't even, fake enthusiasm for this either, because it's just bad.
No, but the funny thing is, this made me care. I felt something. Heartbroken, but I felt something.
God, SmackDown.
And then we have our tag team match.
It's the third match of the night, by the way. Did I already say that? I think I did.
Roman wins with a spear.
Yep. King Corbin bought a ticket. He's alive. Yeah, he's on SmackDown. And Match of the night, women's match, MVP The Fiend.
Match of the night, women's match, MVP. Give me a minute. Jesus.
This is a really bad review, and I know, but SmackDown's also really bad. So again, they get about as much effort as SmackDown gave, because it's wow. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You can stop. Like, I'm not even gonna recommend watching our SmackDown reviews. Like, don't waste your time. This is about 26 minutes. It'll probably tap out at around 28.
This is 26 minutes too many.
Yeah, just. I'm not even gonna say that, stay tuned for more. Don't, just go to social media, check out when our next Monday Night Raw and Wednesday Night War review comes out, and then just give a pity for the SmackDown review. And don't even waste your time. Just
you can skip next week's.
Yeah,
and then the week after, just peek in because Cena will be here.
Come back in 2 weeks for when John Cena's back, and if we look about the same, then you know what to do. Because this is just bad. I can't be asked to care. He can't be asked to care. So why should we ask you guys to suffer with us?
My MVP, by the way, is going to have to go to John Cena. Because the commercial that showed John Cena coming back to Friday nights made me care more than anything else.
Yeah. So, social media links down below.
So we picked a guy who was on the show for 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
And a guy who wasn't even on the show.
Yep.
Think about that, Dub.
Yeah, we're getting to that 28-minute mark, and I don't want to waste any more time. Podbean, Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Marques, Nick,
Studio 6,
Wrevolution.
Join it.
Good night. Bye.
Where are you, Smackdown? Why can't I love you?